Visceral fat is slowly killing millions of people, and most don't even know they have it. It's not the fat you can pinch. It's the toxic fat you can't see, wrapped around your liver, pancreas, and intestines. And if you've been struggling with belly fat despite eating healthy and exercising, this might be why. Left unchecked, visceral fat fuels inflammation, insulin resistance, and leads to diabetes, heart disease, strokes, and even cancer. But here's the truth, you can fight back, without starving yourself or spending hours in the gym. In this video, we're breaking down the 10 most effective, research-backed methods to melt visceral fat naturally. These are the same strategies that thousands have used to reclaim their health, and they can work for you too. So if your health matters to you, don't skip a second. Hit like, subscribe, and stick with us, because this could be the most important video you watch this year. Why visceral fat is so dangerous. Visceral fat isn't the jiggly stuff you can pinch on your waist, that's subcutaneous fat. Visceral fat hides deep inside your abdomen, wrapping itself around your liver, pancreas, and intestines, and silently interfering with how your body works. And it's far more dangerous than it looks. This type of fat triggers chronic inflammation, disrupts your hormones, including insulin and cortisol, raises your blood pressure, spikes cholesterol and triglycerides, and drastically increases your risk of type 2 diabetes, stroke, and heart disease. The scariest part? You might not even know you have it. You could be slim on the outside, but still carry harmful amounts of visceral fat. If you're feeling tired all the time, dealing with bloating, cravings, or constant inflammation, this hidden fat could be the reason why. This is exactly why tackling visceral fat isn't just about looking better, it's about staying alive and thriving. Why mainstream advice fails you? You've heard it 1,000 times. Eat a balanced diet, do more cardio, add more fiber, get 8 hours of sleep. Just manage your stress. Sound familiar? These tips are everywhere, repeated by doctors, dietitians, influencers. But here's the hard truth, most of this advice is either too vague, too generic, or just plain ineffective when it comes to visceral fat. In fact, following this one-size-fits-all guidance often leads to frustration, plateaus, or even more fat gain. And let's be real, how many people do you know who followed all this and still struggle with belly fat? It's not because you're lazy or doing something wrong, it's because you've been following the wrong strategy. The truth is, if you want to lose visceral fat and reclaim your health, you need a plan that goes deeper. A plan that targets the root causes, not just the surface-level symptoms. And that's exactly what we're about to break down next. The 10 proven steps to melt visceral fat. These 10 steps aren't trendy hacks, they are permanent lifestyle upgrades that will dramatically improve your health, metabolism, and energy. 1. Eliminate all ultra-processed foods. If it comes in a box, bag, or has a list of 20 or more ingredients, ditch it. Ultra-processed foods are everywhere, from breakfast cereals to frozen meals, chips, and granola bars. They're designed to be hyper-palatable, meaning they taste amazing, are super convenient, and are engineered to make you want more. But here's the catch. They don't nourish your body. In fact, they wreak havoc on your metabolism. They spike insulin, increase hunger, and most dangerously, promote fat storage, especially visceral fat. What's worse, these foods often replace nutrient-dense options in your diet, leaving you craving more sugar, fat, and refined carbs. This cycle doesn't just leave you hungry for more, it leads to increased fat around your internal organs, which is the real danger. Examples include breakfast cereals, chips and pretzels, frozen meals and microwavable snacks, and low-fat snacks, which are often loaded with sugar to make up for the flavor lost in the fat reduction. Here's what to do instead. Replace ultra-processed foods with real whole foods like meat, eggs, vegetables, nuts, and seafood. These foods help balance your blood sugar, reduce inflammation, and support healthy fat metabolism. It's not just about losing weight, it's about fueling your body with what it truly needs to thrive. 2. Stop drinking sugar in any form. Liquid sugar is one of the fastest ways to grow visceral fat, and it often goes unnoticed. Think about it, sodas, sweet teas, fruit juices, energy drinks, and even the sugar you add to your coffee. These drinks are loaded with empty calories that spike your insulin levels and rapidly contribute to fat storage. But here's the kicker. Liquid calories don't register the same way solid foods do in your brain, which means it's much easier to overconsume them without even realizing it. When you drink a sugary beverage, your body doesn't feel as full as it does after eating solid food. You can easily drink 200 to 300 calories in just a few minutes, but it won't make you feel satisfied or prevent you from eating more food. This leads to a caloric surplus and, over time, more visceral fat. Examples include sodas, sweet teas, fruit juices, energy drinks, and sugar and coffee. Tip: stick to water, black coffee, herbal teas, or sparkling water with no added sweeteners. These drinks hydrate your body, support metabolism, and keep cravings in check without spiking your blood sugar or feeding visceral fat. 3. Completely cut out alcohol. Alcohol is one of the biggest culprits when it comes to visceral fat gain, and here's why. It goes straight to your liver and disrupts your body's natural fat-burning processes. When you drink, your liver prioritizes metabolizing alcohol over everything else, including fat. This means that while your body is busy processing alcohol, fat storage, especially visceral fat, accelerates. Even moderate drinking can interfere with your metabolism and lead to the accumulation of dangerous fat around your organs. But it doesn't stop there. Alcohol has a ripple effect on your body. Sleep. It may make you feel sleepy at first, but alcohol disrupts the quality of your sleep, which negatively impacts your hormones and metabolism. Mood. Drinking can lead to emotional instability, anxiety, or stress, making it harder to stay focused on your health goals. Cravings. Alcohol increases cravings for high-calorie, unhealthy foods, which can lead to overconsumption and further fat storage. If alcohol has become a coping mechanism for stress, anxiety, or socializing, it might be time to explore healthier coping tools. You don't need alcohol to relax or have a good time. There are plenty of other ways to unwind that won't derail your health goals. 4. Lower total carbohydrate intake. Not all carbs are bad, but the truth is, too many carbs, even the healthy ones, can stall your fat loss and contribute to visceral fat buildup. Here's the issue. Ultra-processed carbs like those found in pastries, white bread, and sugary snacks spike insulin levels, which triggers your body to store fat, especially around your organs. These carbs are fast digesting, meaning they flood your bloodstream with sugar quickly, which can push you into a state of fat storage rather than fat burning. But even whole carbs like fruits, starchy vegetables, and whole grains can still keep you in fat storage mode if consumed in excess. While they're far better than refined carbs, they still trigger an insulin response that can prevent you from burning that stubborn visceral fat. For best results, consider going low-carb or keto for a short period while you're targeting visceral fat. Cutting back on carbs forces your body to rely on fat as a fuel source, which not only helps reduce belly fat but also balances insulin levels and boosts fat metabolism. By lowering your carb intake, you allow your body to transition into fat-burning mode, helping melt that dangerous visceral fat and eventually making it easier to maintain a healthy weight long-term. Real quick, I want to quickly share something with you that could make a huge difference in your weight loss journey. If you're tired of spending hours at the gym or just can't seem to shed those extra pounds, I've created a free ebook just for you. It's called Flat Belly Formula: Diet-Driven Secrets for Losing Weight Without Exercise. This guide is packed with simple, effective strategies that focus solely on diet to help you get the flat belly you've always wanted, no exercise required. Whether you're a busy professional, a parent, or just don't have the time or energy for intense workouts, this ebook gives you diet-driven solutions that actually work. Click the link in the description below to download your free copy now. 5. Ditch all vegetable seed oils. Canola, soybean, corn, sunflower, safflower, these oils are toxic to your metabolism. These oils are highly inflammatory, causing chronic low-level inflammation that disrupts your fat-burning process. Over time, they promote insulin resistance, which makes it harder for your body to burn fat and easier to store it, especially in the form of dangerous visceral fat. Vegetable seed oils are found in almost all processed foods and restaurant meals, so even if you're eating healthy, they could still be sneaking into your diet and sabotaging your progress. Here's what to use instead. Swap vegetable oils for healthy fats like butter, beef tallow, bacon grease, lard, coconut oil, or olive oil. These fats are stable, help reduce inflammation, and support your metabolism, giving you a better chance of burning fat and improving overall health. 6. Eat more fatty meat like egg yolks and seafood. Wait, eat more fat to lose fat? Yes. Fat doesn't spike your insulin levels the way carbs do, which makes it a perfect ally in your fat-burning journey. When you eat fatty cuts of meat, egg yolks, and seafood, you're fueling your body with nutrient-dense, satiating foods that keep you feeling fuller for longer. This helps naturally reduce hunger and cravings, making it easier to stay on track with your fat loss goals. Fatty cuts of beef, pork, lamb, and egg yolks are rich in essential vitamins and minerals like vitamin D and omega-3 fatty acids, which support hormone balance and reduce inflammation. Plus, seafood like salmon and mackerel are packed with healthy fats and protein, both of which are vital for preserving muscle mass and boosting metabolism. Don't fear fat. It's the overconsumption of sugar and processed carbs that's actually contributing to weight gain and visceral fat storage. Focus on quality fats to fuel your body and support fat loss. 7. Add vigorous exercise, but only after fixing your diet. Trying to work off visceral fat with exercise doesn't work, especially if your diet is still a mess. Exercise is incredibly important for overall health, but it's not a magic solution if your diet isn't in check. If you're still eating ultra-processed foods, drinking sugary beverages, or over-consuming carbs, your body won't be able to effectively burn fat, no matter how many hours you spend at the gym. First, focus on fixing your diet to reduce inflammation and balance your hormones. Once your diet is in order, you'll naturally have more energy and motivation to exercise, and your body will be more efficient at burning fat. Start slow with walking to build your stamina, and reduce stress on your body. Then, once you're feeling stronger, move on to resistance training to build muscle. Do high-intensity interval training to burn fat, or even outdoor play to keep things fun and dynamic. The key is to build a solid foundation with a healthy diet first, and then layer in exercise when your body is ready. 8. Get morning sunlight every day. Getting sunlight in the morning is one of the simplest but most powerful habits you can adopt for your health. Sunlight helps reset your circadian rhythm, which regulates your sleep-wake cycle and helps your body naturally align with day and night. This is crucial for boosting mood, improving sleep quality, and supporting metabolic health, all of which play a key role in reducing visceral fat. Try to get 5 to 10 minutes of natural sunlight within the first 30 minutes of waking up. This exposure to sunlight tells your body that it's time to start the day, helping regulate your hormones, especially cortisol and melatonin. And yes, even on cloudy or rainy days, it's still important to step outside and get that natural light. Your body will benefit regardless of the weather. This habit alone can have a huge impact on your sleep, hormone regulation, and immune system, all of which are essential for fat loss and overall well-being. Track progress the right way. Forget the scale, it doesn't tell the full story of your fat loss journey. Instead, track what actually matters. Belly circumference and waist-to-height ratio. Use a tailor's tape to measure around your navel to track belly fat, which is a key indicator of visceral fat. For waist-to-height ratio, the ideal goal is less than 0.5, which means your waist circumference should be less than half of your height. Measure weekly to see changes over time, and celebrate non-scale victories, like better sleep, clearer skin, improved mood, or looser clothes. These are all signs that your body is responding to your efforts, even if the scale doesn't show it. Tracking progress in these ways will keep you motivated and help you stay focused on the real changes happening inside your body. Be patient and consistent. You didn't gain visceral fat overnight, and you won't lose it overnight either. Fat loss takes time, weeks or even months, not days. Visceral fat is deeply stored around your internal organs, and it takes sustained effort to shrink it and reclaim your health. It's a gradual process, but the results will come as long as you stick with it. If you mess up or slip up along the way, don't quit. Restart immediately and keep going. Consistency is what ultimately leads to success. Remember, perfection is not the goal, progress is. Repetition is key. These habits aren't a temporary fix or a quick diet trend. They're lifestyle upgrades meant to last for life. Keep building these healthy habits every day, and you'll not only reduce visceral fat, but also transform your overall health in the process. Visceral fat is dangerous, but the good news is, it's completely reversible. The journey to shedding visceral fat isn't about chasing the next fad or relying on some quick fix miracle product. It's about getting back to the basics and making sustainable long-term changes to your lifestyle. Fix your food, cut the junk, move your body, and track your progress. With consistency and patience, you can not only get rid of visceral fat, but also reclaim your health and feel better than ever. The key is in small, consistent actions over time. Every step you take towards reducing visceral fat is an investment in your long-term health, and as you make these changes, you'll begin to see improvements in not just your physical health, but also your mental and emotional well-being. Remember, consistency is far more important than perfection. You might slip up along the way, but don't let that discourage you. Just restart, keep going, and trust the process. Like this video if you found it helpful, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more real, no-nonsense health advice that actually works. And if you're ready to dive deeper into fat loss and want to learn even faster ways to shed weight, make sure to check out this next video. Click on it now to continue your journey towards a healthier, happier you.